Well, hello there, friend. Andrew Najera here at Drew Installs Hardware. Thanks so much for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. Today, I'm going to show you how I built a little YouTube sound booth out of a single sheet of plywood. Audio is something I've always been trying to work on my videos, and I still don't have it down, but always trying to get a little bit better. And so today I'm going to show you how, by just buying one sheet of plywood, I was able to make myself a small little sound booth that I can set on a desktop. And you saw the plans there. They're pretty rough plans, but it shows you what pieces you would need to cut to have a top, back, bottom, and two sides. And it's all out of one sheet of plywood. I cut some little strips just to add a little bit of reinforcement to the edges where the plywood's going to meet together. It's not much, but once it's all screwed together, it's pretty sturdy. And then I was going to put some handles on the edge to move it around, stash it. So this whole video is all the way through the process of me cutting it and assembling it, and then also add in the sound material to help. So what I'm doing there is I'm just attaching those little support pieces that I cut to the first side where it's going to meet with the back and the top. And when I'm doing projects like this, I'm just using stuff that I have around the house, some whatever screws I got laying around. I actually did buy a few, I think 1.25 inch screws, just because I think everything else I had was longer. But you see what I'm doing there and reinforcing where the plywood's going to meet together. So I got one side done, and I was doing this by myself too. It'd probably be a little easier if you had an extra hand or something, at least when you go to screw the pieces together. Hey, but once you got one side on, oh man, you're golden. No extra hands needed. So excuse the mess in the room, but it was more important to make this video than to clean my room. But you see I'm getting the screws started on the back side where I pre-drilled, so that when I kind of put it all together, it's a little bit easier for me to screw it all together. And if you got square cuts, you just line up all the edges, and your little box you're building is going to be pretty square. And it's hip to be square, as they say. Yeah, there we go. Look, you got one side up. It's holding that side up for me. I'm going to pre-drill the attachment spots. It looks like I'm just eyeballing it. Good eyeball, guy. But holding it up, screwing it together, and then once you got both sides on, you are good to go. Now, there's probably better ways or cheaper. I mean, total cost was probably, plywood's expensive nowadays, isn't it? Like, golly. But, a sheet of plywood's going to be like 50 or 60 bucks probably. I don't remember exactly how much this one was, but I thought it was cool that just from one sheet you could build something like this. So now I'm screwing the top, or pre-drilling the top, screwing the top in, and we're starting to look good. And yeah, so to keep it square, just line it all up, as long as I cut it pretty straight. But that's always a question mark. But I had one of those big sheetrock squares to make my lines and everything when I was laying it out. So it's coming together nicely. It's almost looking like something. So I think for some reason I didn't put the bottom in, because I thought it might make it tougher to, I cut the bottom piece into a strip first. I just thought it'd make it easier for me when I'm putting my soundproofing stuff in, and then I add the rest of the bottom in. later. But I just ordered some soundproof squares or soundproof tiles like this from Amazon, I think. And I'm just cutting them first to fit before I glue them down. And I did that on each side. Cut them first, then I glued them down as I went. It's funny, when you order these sound seals, they're not very expensive. But when I got them, I was like, what's this? Because they come, not shrink wrapped, but like vacuum sealed almost. So when you get them, you got to open them up and let them kind of rehydrate, whatever the equivalent to rehydrate with air is, re-aerate, something like that. But you got to let them do that, because when they came, they were all smushed down and flat. But then after, I think it was like a day, they all got up to their actual size. So I'm using, I think I just grabbed some Gorilla Glue spray. And on that stuff, you want to spray it. You can spray it on both materials and let it tack up a little bit then before you press it in, and it'll hold really good. So what am I working on here? That's got to be the back, I think, technically. So that's going to be the back of the little sound booth, getting all the tiles in place. And this was a really fun process. I enjoyed doing this, especially once all the tiles were in. I thought it looked really cool. But yeah, almost done with the back there. And then I'm going to move to the sides. I don't know how much this is actually going to help the sound. You'll see how it ends up at the end. But, it's got to be better than what I was doing. What I was doing before was I would just take a blanket and either throw it over myself, or sometimes I got like a little tripod thing. Then I built like a little tent with a blanket and throw that over. So this is a little bit better than that. So there we go. We got 3 of the sides done. Time to do the top. Oh man, look at that. That's cool, huh? I thought that looked really neat. And so then here's it sitting on top of the desk. Before I've put the bottom piece in, I got this cool light that'll hold the cell phone if I want to do a video looking down. But then I realized once I got the bottom in, I'm like, if I'm going to use that light and see the shot, I need a little access hole, a little access panel up top, because that helps with setting the camera up, making sure the shot I'm getting is what I want. So I just did a couple plunge cuts with the skill saw, laid that out again with the sheetrock square thing that I had, and set the depth, made some cuts, and then the corners, you don't want to I didn't want to overcut it. I guess you could overcut it. I mean, who's going to see it? Come on. But I just finished off the corners with my jigsaw, and then popped that little panel down. I think I then had a hinge laying around or something that I screwed to it. So, and it's always important to clean up your mess. Clean up your mess. All right, good job, guy. So that's pretty much the finished product there. I found some scraps of carpet, threw it on there to make it look nicer, and then I'm going to show you the access panel with my light. It's a camera holder. I got a screw there as a handle. I think I was going to put an actual handle there too. But anyway, that's my little sound booth. I think I give you a shot of what it looks like when I actually have my camera there, if I'm making close-up videos or something. But anyway, I hope this video helps you. Hey, there I am. Hope it helps you in some way. If not, thanks for hanging out anyway. And yeah, we're still installing door hardware. Hopefully I have some more videos coming your way. So until next time, happy hardwaring, everybody.